Hello, everybody. If anybody is still there, let me pull up. If you can hear me and see me okay. Let's see. I could pull up my. There we go. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's see. Hi, Crystal. Can you hear me okay? Just want to make sure. Hi, Tina. Hi, Dana. Hello, hello. Can hear me fine. Okay. So how do you guys like this? I know I've done this before, but it's been a long time. So it's not very loud. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, let me get closer. What about now? Is that good? Now you guys can see my face. I know I've said this before, but I like that I can, when I show my face, I feel like I'm connecting with you guys a little bit better. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Michelle, Crystal, TC Papers, Blessings, Dana, Tina. I don't want to miss anybody. um, can hear, okay. I'm loud enough. Okay, good. Yes, eventually it will hopefully get a little bit better. And yeah, oh my goodness. I love seeing all the little hearts, and I'm so appreciative that you guys are here. Yay, 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 yay. I do not speak Spanish, so I do apologize, Patricia. I know hello from Peru, I believe is what what you're saying. Um, all right, a few things before. Hi, Carolyn. Before I get started, I do want to thank everybody for coming to my stream in the on Saturday, not just mine, but everybody's. And I did want to say, I think Karen might have went to bed. I think I saw. Hi, Jess. You are actually the one that got me back wanting to get back into using the face cam and the desk cam. So thank you, Jess. Um, so funny thing is, I thought Streamlabs was resetting on me, but it's just me. I have to, of course, put in a different stream code every time. Hello, who knew? So yeah, anyways, I did want to say I missed some donations and members last time on my stream on Saturday, and I feel really, really bad, but I've been trying to message everybody individually and apologize for that because I definitely do not want people to think that they are unappreciated. So, anyways, I want to also say somebody had asked if they are able to share their social media, like their Instagram. And you guys know me by now, as long as you are not spamming it, especially if somebody asks, like, hey, Amanda, what's your Instagram? Share it. Share, share, share. All right. I think that's it. But I am going to play with some alcohol inks tonight. And I had to hunt down my blower tool because my husband loves this thing, and so does my daughter. Hi, Belinda. Thank you for joining. Hi, Wanda. Hello, hello. Hi, Reborn Art and Healing. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for joining. It's kind of a different time for me to go live. All right. I think I have everything. Oh, no, I wanted to show you guys. Sorry for my squeaky chair. But I want to show you guys my what I'm planning on making. All right, so this is what I'm going to start on. I can't do the whole resin and everything tonight, but this is what I'm going to start on. Gotta make sure that I have good posture. I'm always like this. All right. So if you guys didn't see Tim Holtz, his alcohol ink project from Creativation, this is, I mean, it's inspired by him, but I definitely have been seeing and watching different artists that do the same thing for probably a year or two. Not exactly the same thing, obviously, but they use the alcohol inks and then they put resin on top, and it just looks so amazing, as you could see here. Hi, Carolyn. Thanks so much for joining. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, so I'm going to use some stamps and I'm going to use some alcohol lift ink, lots of fun stuff with some stencils. Maybe, well, no, I won't leave it there because I don't want to ruin it. All right. Disclaimer, I am not an expert with alcohol inks. So if you really want to know how to use them, definitely go check out Tim Holtz or another person on YouTube. I just love playing with them, and they are an amazing medium to use. All right, let's see. What colors? I think, so I have like 3 of the wild plum. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do those. Let's see. Was it on a box or okay, so this one is on a wood panel, and I got the wood panel from Blick Arts. I do have a video on this where I shared the whole process of I did the resin and everything. I will try and find that, and I don't know what's on me, and list that. Keep missing them, and it's just not the same later. Now that I'm getting to know people, I know, Michelle. It definitely. I'm gonna put this a little closer to me so that. Did you do balloons artwork last week? Did you do? No, I did not. Hi, Elaine. So yeah, so you can just search it. It's not too far back. So you'll probably be able to find it and check it out. It's not a live, it's just a regular video, and I do all the alcohol lift ink and everything on there. So, all right, Michelle. Yes, the interaction, but it is, for me, it's sometimes more work because okay, so why I was late while I'm trying to figure out my colors here. Why I was late, my husband's best friend just had his a baby, so I was looking at all the pictures and stuff. So I hope that's a good enough excuse. And if it's not bright enough, let me know. I can brighten it up a little bit. Yeah. All right, so I have some Yupo paper. This one is the 5x7 Yupo paper. It's my favorite to work on. And let's see. Hi, Stella. You missed my disclaimer. So I'm not an expert with alcohol inks. I just love using them. So we'll see what I come up with. But I am going to use wild plum today and see what happens. All right. I think I might go in with the color first. I don't know if I've used this color yet. So I want to know, have you guys played or used alcohol inks? Are you scared of them? Ooh, that's bright. That's good, Michelle. We got to use what we got. And this is definitely relaxing to me, so. Okay, I am actually gonna put, so I put regular isopropyl, 91% isopropyl alcohol around it, and then in the center, and then I'm gonna use the new blower tool. And I did say this in my video where I used it for the first time. It's definitely not your baby boogie sucker. because I know a lot of people were saying that they wanted to use that, like just a regular, where you suck the boogies out of the nose with the boogie sucker. This is definitely more powerful. I don't have any idea in mind what I'm doing, so sorry. When I'm concentrating, I can't talk. I can't do two things at once. Okay. I'll probably get my alcohol inks tomorrow. I've been real hesitant to do it. So what I like to do, if you don't have a glass mat or non-porous surface, the boogie sucker. The boogie sucker. You guys know what I'm talking about. I like to use you can use like a really thick paper, or I like to even use, this is watercolor paper underneath here. And even though I have the glass mat underneath, I still like using it because sometimes you get really cool backgrounds. And then you can also use those for cards or something else as well. Because if you're using a glass mat, I mean, a lot of times that ink will just sit there on the glass mat and then it'll kind of be wasted. And I don't really like to waste anything. I try not to anyways. So using a watercolor paper or like mixed media paper, something that's really thick, will hold all of the ink. Okay, it's a bulb syringe. Thank you, Michelle. All right, let's keep going here. I think I really like this color. So, hi Davida, how are you? Hi Stella. I can't remember if I said hi, if I miss you. Oh, and I also wanted to say, if you have a question, just let me know. If you like, so what happens is if you use the @ sign and then put my name, it will highlight it for me, and then it really helps so that I can see your questions if you guys have any questions. Because sometimes I think that I read it and that I'm reading all of the chat, and sometimes I miss it. So that really helps. Bye, Reborn. Thanks for joining. Have a great night or day wherever you're from. Hi, Kim. Yes, I'm using alcohol inks. So this color is salmon and the other one is wild plum. I think on this side I'm going to add a little bit of eggplant, just to add a little bit of depth. Okay, so this is 91% isopropyl alcohol. So what I do is I add it around and then kind of in the center. And then I'm going to take this tool. So I need a little bit more here. So you can squeeze it just a little bit, or, obviously you can squeeze it a little bit more to get more air out, depending, of course, what kind of look you want and what you're going for. I'm just going to let it do its thing for a second here. Hi, Mimi. How are you? Do you have to have a blow tool? You do not have to have a blow tool. If you have a hair dryer or it's really not recommended to use like a straw, because then you're sucking in all of those fumes. Yeah, so, or even like a heat tool, although it heats up the alcohol and it makes it dry a little bit too fast. That's why this is a really, really great tool in my mind. go here and add a little bit of this color here. If I missed anybody, Crystal, if you don't mind just letting me know. You know the drill. You're a pro. All right. Then I want some of this actually. Oh, Michelle, fancy, fancy. Or you just highlight my name and say, hey, you missed this person. Don't be rude. Okay. I know, Michelle's spoiled. Do you buy special alcohol or can you use... So this bottle was alcohol blending solution, but when the bottle is done, what I do is I add regular 91% isopropyl alcohol. And then that helps. You don't want to use anything less. Kim, funny you say that. I have a cart full of inks. More inks. So it's just, yeah, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I go on a kick of loving these and then I don't use them for quite a while and then all right, I remember now. So this color, the eggplant, gives that blue in the background. I even have more on the side here too. So actually just use the wild plum, I guess. And then, all right. Don't tell Tim, but I'm gonna break something. I'm gonna. So I also use a Copic alcohol ink refills. So I'm gonna actually add a little bit there. I have a whole range of colors in the Copics too. Okay. That's gonna be better with what I'm going for. All right, just gonna go pour a bunch, add a bunch. Okay. Nicole, honestly, lots and lots of practice. I have stacks and stacks of backgrounds, and you just gotta kind of learn how the medium works, even though it's pretty unpredictable. But once you kind of get the hang of it, it really helps. Oh yes, Belinda. Let me see, Belinda. Oh, I missed it. Let me go back. So do you think that works as well? I heard him say there's fixative in the blending solution and that's why it's better. I think he said there was like resin or something in the blending solution. I can't remember exactly. Don't quote me on that. Yes, there is something in the blending solution that makes it a little bit better. Um, it's kind of hard to explain what the difference is, but I mean it can get a little pricey. So if I think the isopropyl alcohol works perfect. I mean, you can't really get any right now, but all right, I'm gonna add a little bit of something on this side, and I actually had to take some from my mom, some out because I just had run out when everybody was. You know what? I think I might try this slate color. Let's see how that works. Is a blower like the marker spritzer? I don't know. I've never used the marker spritzer, so I have no idea. Ooh, I like those two colors. So I just mixed, if you were wondering, the slate and wild plum together. And you get really, really pretty color here. There's training blending solution. Yes, there is something, and you're not. Yeah, the blending solution. You're definitely not supposed to, like, use a straw or use it in a spray bottle because those fumes will get everywhere, like really small fumes, and get in your lungs. Let me take a second real quick so I can look at this and see what I want to do here. Okay, I'm going to break this up. And I will go in with my finger and break up all of that very concentrated alcohol ink. That's what I like to do. Does alcohol make it spread? Yes, it helps it spread out. I don't think that you would really, I definitely think you need some sort of like alcohol ink or the blending solution. Yeah. All right. So this is not going how I want it to, because if you see here, well, it's kind of actually hard to see there. I don't know where my other ones are. My other backgrounds. I think I'd put them away. So we are just going to just continue to play until I get what I want. And then honestly, sometimes it doesn't end up looking good. And then I will just use a paper towel and some alcohol and wipe it all away. And then I have a blank piece of Yupo paper. So, where is everybody from tonight? I would love to know where you guys are joining from. Whoops. All right, I'm actually going to set this aside because I kind of like it, but at the same time I don't. So I don't want to mess with it. Australia, Buffalo, New York, Southern California, Ohio, Utah, yay! Southern California. Oh, you know what? That reminded me. I have my mug that I got from the San Diego Zoo. Utah, England. Hello. Get so mad at myself when I don't stop And I just do what I usually. I know. Yeah, I think eventually, because I'm wanting to do something more like this, where I'm going to be lifting up the ink and then stamping and taking away some of the ink, I think it would look really, really pretty. But I just kind of still want to play. And this is only my second time using this tool, so I definitely still have a lot of time, and I need a lot of practice still. So Oregon, Texas, Mississippi, North Ogden. All right, let's try again. What colors? What colors? I think I want to actually do the slate and the plum. All right, so there's another way that I do this sometimes is I add a lot of the solution or the alcohol, and then I kind of just spread it around. Okay. I keep forgetting, like, what is that little box up there? Then hi Celia, I don't think I said hello to you. I apologize. All right, so this is wild plum. And then I'm going to mix it. This is going somewhere where I don't want it to be. No, I don't want you to go off my page. Okay, so we're gonna mix it. Probably way too much ink, but then I'm gonna add more. The alloys are really cool. The only ones that I haven't really got the hang of is the pearls. I don't know what it is about them. I cannot get the hang of them. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more of this one to darken it up a little bit. I definitely added way too much color. I'm gonna add more of this down here because I'm thinking maybe I'll do darker to lighter. We'll see how that works. There's someone here in one town over. From me or you? That's so cool. Because one town over, I probably know them. From me. Oh, from you. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm not liking this. I'm gonna set that there. All right, I'm just going to work with colors that I am used to. All right, so some of my favorites are, let me see here. I have, where are they? Oh, it's right here. I have more not in this little tin, or not tin, bin thing. Mermaid. Yes. I don't even remember what colors I used on this because I really like those colors. All right. Did I miss anybody coming in? Hello, if you're just joining, welcome. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I'm just gonna add a little bit of mermaid. So I go around and then I'll add a little bit in the center. Then I'm thinking okay. Hi, Yo-Yo. How are you? I hope you guys can see this. I know it's a little bit hard when my hands get in the way. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Is the new setup that we get to see you in the little box? Yes, the little box. Can you see me? So before I had it as a circle, and I will end up doing that just because there's so much space. I just didn't have time to get it. I couldn't find the template. Let's see. I could do ASMR with the Timmy thing. That's too funny. All right, I'm going to add, where is this one? I'm going to add a little bit of gray. Oh, I forget. See, some of these have like a color in them, like an undertone, and I always forget which ones do and which ones don't. So I think that's why I ended up using these ones, the Copics. Hi, Kathy. Because I found them to be a little bit, have a little, well, I mean, they're pretty true to their color. Although sometimes having the different colors is really, really cool. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get anything tonight worth doing anything with. I'll just have to continue to play because these colors definitely are not doing it for me. It is neat. I like it, but then sometimes I just want, like, that's why a lot of times I absolutely love the Ken Oliver Color Burst. And sometimes I just want that color that I want. I don't want anything extra. So yeah, that one's a no again. Let's do pool. I don't know, you guys. And what color did I use? Did I use stream? do a little bit of stream. And we'll get the alcohol, go around, and then in the center. Need more alcohol here. What about some metallic added? Yes, 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 I could do that. Get off my, I'm trying to keep my good posture here. Okay. All right, you guys have any questions while I am all right, Amanda, thank you so much for joining. Ooh, lime green. You guys really want me to do green? All right, I do have citrus. It kind of scares me, actually. All right, let's just do it. We're just playing. So, ooh. All right, I'm going to go like that. Look at my hair. Trying to remember how I did the other one because I'm thinking that I might have used my heat tool at times too. I can't remember. Okay. Hi, Miranda. Thanks for joining. I'm no expert. I just like playing around with it. Trying to learn this tool here. I really like this tool. Okay. All right, now I'm scared to ruin it because I actually really like it. So, let's see. Oh, I forgot you guys can see my awkward like dancing and faces. Oh, I have Willow. I wonder what Willow is. Willow more like, what color is Willow? Oh no, that's like a earthy, like a, it's not bright and fun. Okay. Let's see. Lettuce. Let us see. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. I'm gonna actually add maybe a little bit of this to here. Lettuce. I'm a sucker for a good pun. Such a nerd. All right. It's not hard to squeeze, but I will probably I think that over time, because you really have to work the colors, I think it might not be the best tool if you have arthritis or any like pain in your hands or anything like that. It's really easy to squeeze, I find, but yeah. I wouldn't recommend it if you're going to be doing a lot of it. Let us see. Yes, the hashtag let us see. All right. Particular, but the last one, the teal and gray, seemed to be begging to be turned into a blossom. Ooh, I don't know how to do all that. I'm still learning. I don't think you have to add it. What'd she add? Oh, I've never used alcohol inks. Do you have to add the alcohol when you add the colors, or can you use just the colors? You can use just the colors. Well, we can do that, and I'll show you the difference and what happens when you use just the colors, because what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to spread the color around as freely. And it won't, like, see how, let's see if you guys can see. Yeah, so see how this is kind of like cloudy and like blended out a little bit. It's going to be a little bit harder to do that. So let's do, I actually kind of like that lettuce color. All right, so we'll just do the color. There is definitely a million different ways to do this, to do alcohol ink. See, that's it. That's all you get. You don't have a lot of playtime with it, if that makes sense. But you can go in with alcohol after, and you can always move it around. Let's see. Actually turned kind of like an orangey brown color. Interesting. I hope that helped. Yeah. Yeah, the alcohol inks evaporate really, really fast. That's why you need just a little bit extra something. The blending solution works really, really great, but it can be pricey. So that's why I end up just using regular alcohol. Have you ever seen the water marble technique with nail art? I wonder if you could do the same. I have not seen that before. I don't really do my nails. I used to before kids, but now I don't. All right, I think I'm gonna come back to this one maybe. Well, let's work on this one, because I kind of like the purples and stuff, although it's kind of too saturated in different areas. But I'm going to, it's 9:55. Okay. I am going to take, let's do this stencil here. This stencil is from Dress My Craft. So what I'm gonna do is, I want the text, which is really, really cool. Actually, well, let's see. Ooh, that's cool down there. So actually, this could be like almost like a one and done thing. So I like to actually add like stamping and stuff to add a lot more texture. But this one has lots of cool texture on it. And then you get the script and then just all kinds of different stuff. Okay. Hi, Debbie. I don't know if I said hi to you already or not, but hello. All right, where is there it is. So I need to grab, where do I have them? I'm trying to think. Because I moved things around. So just give me 1 second, you guys. I'm sorry. So if you are wanting to get anything that I'm using, I will have a detailed list in the description box after, but there is general links to the stores that I absolutely love in the description box. Sorry for my squeaky chair. I don't know where my phone is. Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Sorry, you guys. The stencil, you can get it at scrapbook.com. There is a link to scrapbook.com down below. It is Vintage Script Stencil from Dress My Craft. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to, oh, there it is, take some alcohol lift ink. I don't know exactly what's in here or why and how it differs from the blending solution or what's in here that makes it so cool, but it's cool. All right, so I'm getting I have some felt on this blender tool, and now I have some blending solution, which I want to make sure that I don't have too much on here. I'm going to kind of dab off a little bit, and then I'm just going to dab, 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 dab. And then if I feel like I need to, I'll grab some more. And with anything, I like to work in a way where I can kind of visualize my, like the end result or the composition, I guess. So I'm coming along here up top and then coming down a little bit and then kind of in the center. So I'm not doing the whole stencil, although that would look really, really cool. But I want to add different things as well. This is Lift ink. So there is a ink pad, but where did I put it? I think I ruined it. I don't know what I did, but I added, yeah, I contaminated it. So I, when I got the Lift ink, I ended up, or the alcohol Lift ink pad, I ended up getting 2 ink refills. So that really helped. All right, so I'm going to lift this up. Okay, not much yet, but we're going to take a paper towel. Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Thank you. Hi, Gwen. All right, so you don't want to go in and just smear it all around. I'm sure you guys have seen Tim Holtz do this and other people, but if you haven't, you kind of want to dab, dab, dab again. Just like this. Kind of get up that blending solution a little bit. Or, see, there I go again, the alcohol lift ink. And you kind of want to have a little bit of, I don't know if I got in the stencil as good as I probably should have. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. If not, I can go over it again and add some stamping and stuff. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna just Yeah, I don't think I added enough, or you could see where I did this part a little bit better than the script. So weren't part of a video you did. I don't know what you're talking about. This is kind of the same technique that I've done in a video, yes, which is this one here. So we're just adding texture to here. So I think this script stencil might have been too, whoops. Now I need something here. All right. All right, let's try a different stencil maybe. Let's try this one, another gorgeous one. Sorry guys, I'm going to show you guys a lot of stencils you might want. And these are nice and big. These are, what size are these? Let's see, it is 12 by about 8.5. Let's do this one. Another Dress My Craft stencil, and this one is called Distressed Blocks. Okay, so we're going to take the lift ink because I have a hard time and I keep forgetting that you guys can see my face. All right, so we're going to ink, ink, ink. Get that up. Maybe I didn't have enough on the last time. All right, so we're gonna go up here. I'm actually gonna kind of twist. And kind of get in a little bit more in those areas that I want to lift up that ink. And then maybe a little down here. And then, so on the edge here, I blended up a little bit harder. And then as I come up here, I'm just blending just a little bit lighter. So with a lighter hand, that way I can get like more of like a gradient effect. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, there we go. It's a little better. All right, again, you don't want to go in and blot up or go too heavy with moving it around, because then you'll just smear everything around. So you want to lift up that lift ink, get all the excess off. And then, can you guys see that? Okay, now I'm going to go in with a clean part. You can catch the first part. Yes, it is Yupo paper. And then now I can go in and just, so I did a little too heavy-handed here, but that's okay. It adds to it. Okay. All right. Then we can even, so I actually have a ton of stamps. So I pulled out a ton of my old stamps. So I do apologize. Most of these you probably cannot get. But let's see. I think I want to use this one here. This is a Blue Fern Studios stamp. And you can use the blending solution or the lift ink in the same way. Sorry, you guys. Although this is contaminated a little bit, I'm still going to use it because I'm not making like a super clean card or anything that needs to be really clean looking. So I'm just going to take this stamp and just go in the ink pad. This is alcohol lift ink. And I'm just going to ink that up. And then just stamp. Alright, that's interesting because I still have ink on here. Oh, goodness gracious. I think you guys get the point. This is a really cool, relaxing thing for me. So, just fun. All right, let's see if I can get some of that ink off there. All right. Okay. My paper towels, where'd they go? Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Okay. Hi, Gabby. How are you? Kind of having some crafty time. Whoops. Okay. So let's see here. Yes. So you can see where I stamped, and then on this part right here, you could see that there was still some of that probably like stays on or something on the stamp. But then it lifted up here and here, but left the ink there. I don't know if you guys can see that well. But it's coming along. It's coming along. I need to do something in the center here. Let's see. Ooh, my favorite stamps. All right, I think I'm gonna add some stamping with this. So, but I'm gonna use black ink. Whoops, I'm going to use the Alta New ink. This is permanent ink. Would it work to place a piece of cardstock over instead of a paper towel? Yes, you definitely can do that because then you're lifting up the cardstock and you're actually making another print with it, which we can do. Well, yes, let's do that real quick so I can show you guys. Let's use let's try this one again. No, because I'm going to use the, well, let's do like this here in the center. Okay, let me close this so I don't. Good night, Mimi. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good night. All right. So I'm going to take the lift ink again. I'm going to get a clean Yes, Belinda, it's absolutely wonderful. So when the Lift ink came out, I actually did a few different videos on it where I used Lift ink on a die. I used it with a stencil, with stamps. Um, I will try and link those down below, but if you just search on my channel, Alcohol Lift Ink, it'll come up. It was quite like a couple years back when the ink just came out. This stuff is really, really cool. All right. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm sure if you catch a live from Tim Holtz, he definitely has better, definitely uses it better, of course. All right. Let's make sure, see if I have, is it cardstock? I have watercolor paper. Let's see. Okay, well, this is gonna have to work for now, because, all right. Of course, if you do something a little bit cooler than this, you'll get a cooler effect. Like if you use a stamp or something, you know, and then, so you have that, which is super cool. And then when you use the stamp, if you use the Lift ink on the stamp, and then you stamp, well, no, because this is super dirty. Then you stamp the Lift ink onto the alcohol. You're lifting that ink onto the stamp, and then you can stamp onto a piece of paper, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure, because, and I do show that in that other video that I was talking about. This stuff is really, really cool. I think it's probably one of my favorite things to do. It's just, it's super cool to use this stuff. But it's also something that takes a little bit of kind of, I guess, patience maybe. So how much time before the Lift ink dries? I could still feel the Lift ink on there. It's more oily. I don't know exactly what's in it. So you definitely have a little bit more play time with it. Okay, so we're going to now stamp up here, stamp a little there. Okay, then let's see. Hi Sandra, how are you? Thanks for joining. Hello Multiplicity Crafts. Probably, I don't know if I, even though I have my glasses on, I think I'm actually going to stamp a little bit more of this. Actually, this one. These are my favorite stamps from Tim Holtz. The scripty ones. Okay. Actually gonna go in here and then down a little bit this way and over this side. Should come this way. Yes. There we go. And then I'm gonna stamp it off. And then kind of just get a little bit of texture in the center there. You can see. And then what we can do is add some splatters with the gold. Where is it? Oh, you know what I wanted to try actually? So this is just regular ink. Hi, Enticing Creations. Welcome. All right, so this is, nope, that one's empty. Thought I had put alcohol ink in there. I thought I put alcohol ink in there. Okay, I might be going crazy. Anyways, oh wait, maybe it's over there. Nope. Huh, that's so weird. I could have sworn that I put alcohol ink in here. All right, anyways, I'm going to add some gold splatters. Let me see, find it. Not the mixative, but the alloy. Where is the alloy one that I want? It's Foundry Smold. Is it Smolder? No, that's a pearl. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I just cleaned my desk and now I'm making a huge mess again. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, because I know some of you aren't on Facebook. So let me find my brush real quick. That's not what I wanted to tell you. Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I will be live over on Karen's channel with Karen and Nuneka. We are going to be answering all the questions about design teams. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So what I did last time is I added it here onto my thing. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sandrine. And then I'm going to add some alcohol to it, or to my brush actually. And then we will start adding splatters. So, and then I'm going to pick that up. And I have to remember to clean this off because I was scraping it off my thing forever. Okay. So you get a different look when you add alcohol ink to the alloy. So you kind of get that splattery look, if you guys can see. But then when you do, let me wipe this off actually, so I get some of that alcohol ink off. So when you just add a bunch of this alloy to your brush, so this is just like a fan brush. I think Abby got it in a kit, like a painting kit for kids. Then you can add that really nice splatters there. And then you can just blink, blink. That's my little sound effects. Blink, 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 blink the gold onto the page here. You guys can see that. Yes. And then when I decide to make another order, I will order from Blick Arts more of these panels. These are amazing. So yeah, that's what I did before. I did some butterflies in there, and then did some alcohol lift ink stenciling stuff and all kinds of different stuff. But when you add the resin on top, it just, I don't know what it does. It's amazing. It's super, super cool. And the resin that I use for that is from Better Boat. That's the one that I found. It's super crystal clear. It's epoxy resin. It's really, really nice for that to add to the top to get that nice crystal clear look. So I think that's probably what I'll do with this one. What base is it? The base on this is like a wood panel. What's the panel made of? What's the panel? So this is Yupo paper, and the top of this one is Yupo paper as well, but I just mounted it onto a wood panel. Crystal, if you could, if it's not too much trouble, if you can find this video, because I show the whole process on it in the video. What do you put it on the wood with? So I used can't remember. Hold on. Can't remember the name. I believe I used soft matte gel. You can use Mod Podge, maybe. I don't know. It's just something that is more like a gel adhesive. But yeah, I will. Crystal, I think, is gonna try and search for the video, and I show everything in there. How I created the background, and how I mounted it onto the wood panel, what the wood panel is, and all of that. So all of the questions will hopefully be answered. If not, you guys know I'm always here to help you. That's why I absolutely love doing videos. And if I didn't answer your questions, then that would be kind of rude. And hopefully, I mean, I'm sure there's questions out there that just unfortunately I miss, because sometimes some videos I get quite a few comments on, but I try my hardest to at least answer the questions. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Crystal. You are amazing. I need to take a drink. So I thought my voice was fine. This isn't because I'm tired. It's because I lost my voice the other day. I did a 7-hour Google Hangout with some of my channel members, and I normally don't talk too much. It looks like the resin stayed on top. Yes, it did. It did stay on top, and it did not run over. And I do suggest, because I don't know if you can see, but there is a little bit of resin, like just a tiny little drippage there. I don't know what that's from exactly. But I do advise maybe to or recommend to tape it off, maybe with some purple tape or something. Nicole, it was you, Nicole. Michelle, it was so much fun. Oh my God. I could not believe that it was 7 hours. It was just crazy. I was like, oh no, it's like 5 hours. And I was like, no, wait, counting the hours, I was like 7 hours. It's so crazy. And I didn't craft. We just hung out and chatted, and it was so much fun. Yes. I will be doing another one. So not exactly sure when, because Karen has me doing like a gajillion lives, and I have to get my voice back, and I have voiceovers to do. So, yeah. But yeah, so this is it. I'm glad that I ended up doing that with this one, because this one looks really cool. And then when you add the resin on top, as you could see, it just adds so much depth to the project. And then, how do you clean the alloy off the brush? I will just use some alcohol, just some regular alcohol. here. So yeah, and then it just comes right off. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. I don't even remember when it was from. Oh yeah, it was in you were on Crystal's live. Here she's like 2 hours in trying to still do her stamping, and then you you go in and like 5 minutes later you're like, I'm done with my page. Oh, that was so funny. All right. So yeah. So if you guys have any like backgrounds, I get asked all the time, like, what do you do with your alcohol ink backgrounds? Because I have so many. I probably eventually, like the ones that I like, I'll probably do something similar to this and then um, mount them. Um, if you have a handy husband, I do, but he is so busy all the time and he was very mad that I bought these because they are a little pricey. I think this was like $8. So if you have a handy husband, I would say maybe have him make some for you. You definitely will save some money. Hiya and Adita. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thanks for joining. I'm just wrapping up. Never met these ladies and they were there and had watched my live that night. And let's just say they were laughing. Oh man, that's too funny. I'll have to go back and really play with that page. So yeah, so I'll probably end up eventually doing something similar, and then I don't know, maybe give them as gifts or something, because I think they're really cool. Instead of just, you can actually make kind of like a little piece of art instead of just using stuff for cards, just doing something different or mixed media or whatever. Yeah, this one is super cool. I wish I knew where my other ones were, because there's one that I really, really love. Oh, they're right here, actually. It's this blue one. This one turned out super, super cool. Let's see if you guys can see that. I don't have a video for this, so I do apologize. Yes, coasters. Yes, that would be so cool. Yes, fun, fun. Oh, you know what I do have? I actually have some, let me grab it real quick. It reminded me of, so I got these silicone molds to do some little coasters. These ones were a little bit weirder than I thought. This one is probably the only one that I'll use, but there's this one, and there's this one, and then there's like this huge one. Can you glue 3D images on top of these? Oh my goodness, you can do so much stuff. So you know how Ranger has the like their jewelry stuff? You can add like little gears in here, or are you talking like all the like on top? I think you could do so much stuff. I mean, it's your vision and your mind, and to be honest, you just have to kind of play with it and see if it works, and you will be amazed at what you can come up with. You just have to trust yourself. Coaster on the wall. So this one is huge, which I probably won't use, but yeah, I did get some different ones. So you can make like geodes out of these. I love fluid art, So I watch a lot of not only alcohol ink, but resin and also acrylic pours. Not like dirty pours or anything like that, where I forget her name, but she does these really, really cool ones where she puts just a little tiny bit of color, and then I think it's called like a Dutch pour or something, and then of acrylic paint, and then she like covers it with white and then goes with a blow dryer and then just blows it out. Just like super, super cool. But anyways, bye, Gabby. Thank you so much for joining. I am actually going to sign off as well. I really appreciate you guys joining. And yeah, I really like how this turned out. I'm definitely going to have to get some more panels to work on and mount this on. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you guys hopefully on Friday. Hopefully you guys don't ask too tough of questions because I'm a little bit nervous. And then of course Saturday is the full day of more live streams, which starts sorry, my hair, which starts I think at 5 a.m. Pacific time. So bye, Sharon. Thanks for joining. Goodbye, you guys. Thank you. Bye bye. See you later, you guys.